please watch this video to the end because there still might be time. This is Maria Viirros, one of my favorite artists I've met the last few years. Last Monday, while setting up for our show at the Inferno Festival, she went to her storage to pick up some tools and...
The lock for the storage unit was pried open. I was thinking that an earthquake had happened, which makes no sense because we're in Norway. I had to empty my artist studio some months ago and I didn't get a new studio, so I had all of my artworks, my art supplies and my tools stored in there. So I was standing there and then I started looking from the mess and I started spotting things missing, and then suddenly like this band like came around my chest and I was sort of frozen in it. And I didn't know what to do because I realized it was so much missing. I started crying. It's and I went on my knees on the floor and I tried to like salvage the work on the floor. 6 years worth of art. My whole career, all of the things I've had in all the exhibitions I've ever been a part to. I don't make pretty things, you know. It's not supposed to be something pleasant to have on your house wall, you know. It's supposed to be something else. Like why? It's like there's no commercial value in that sense. All the value is in the art experience. It's somebody who chose a storage unit on a random and sort of, you know, grabbed everything they could. Maybe trying to change it, like trade it for drugs or money. But I even a drug addict would understand you can't change a piece of paper for heroin, you know? It's...
I mean, that's called money.
Yeah.
So with work you can't sell on the black market, what's going to happen with it is it's going to be thrown away somewhere in Oslo.
I'm fucking pissed off about that. Because I'd rather have it all destroyed in a fire than some idiot taking it and throwing it out, you know?
Yeah.
Because that feels just... It's like beyond sort of pointless. It's...
Maria's works were stolen in the Easter week here in Norway, where the garbage collectors are on vacation. And one of my hopes with this video is that we can get enough people to watch it to slightly increase the chance of someone finding at least some of Maria's works, hopefully not too badly damaged, however slight that possibility is. And once the garbage collectors start working, that possibility vanishes quickly. So please help spread the word, because this is about more than just the paper.
I'm a really reserved person, but making art for me is the one space. I don't have to explain it to anybody, you know? It's just me. And that's taking away, it's like all of that experience I had while I was making the work is erased away, you know? I'm robbed of my own emotion because it's in the work. Mm-hmm. The work itself is the witness to my sadness or my anger or it's validating what I'm feeling because I'm making it. I think it's taking my archive of who I am as a person. It's like losing a limb, you know? Like, yeah. And it keeps going like this for me. It's been like this since Monday. And it's really fucked up because they took my fucking tools, you know? So I can't get this out. It's like they cut my fucking legs off, you know? And it's really fucking hard to come to the other side of this somehow without becoming bitter.
I would think it's a pretty good reason to be bitter.
It is, but what's the price of being bitter? Yeah. Stop making stuff, stop making art. That's the worst kind of existence to have as a person. It's life has no value without art. It's
Now, getting new tools for Maria should be easier than getting the art back. And there are all sorts of platforms like GoFundMe or the Norwegian Splice.no where you can crowdfund something like this. But that's really hard for Maria.
I'm not like this usually. I'm usually really organized, and I'm usually really happy. I'm not. So it's really difficult, I think, for me to sort of like start thinking about setting up something like that when I am still trying to accept the emotions I'm having in this. I was speaking with somebody at the festival yesterday, and I was telling them that this feels like the period of, like, the mourning period after a funeral, when you're just kind of around, but you're not there, and everything just sort of happens. And I feel childish because it feels like my world stopped, but everything else is kind of, like going past me, and I'm alone in this, I don't know what to call it, emptiness, I guess. And it sucks because I've been here before, and I put it in the fucking art. And it's so ironic that I'm back in the fucking void.
Yeah.
There are so many of us people around Maria who deeply appreciate and love her work and her as a person. So my other hope with this video is that it can be a kick in the ass for some of us to actually organize a campaign to get her the fucking tools back. I would be the least suited person to do that, but I'll happily contribute as much art as I can or spread the word as much as I can. I hope someone has the time and the skills to do this for Maria. On a more personal and perhaps strange note, I am also excited to see what Maria can make in the void of her art that was. Please help spread the word.